click on record and start recording. Speak for 60 seconds. Okay. I had a very interesting day last week. I randomly decided to go watch a movie. It was quite a long time since I haven't watched a movie in theaters. So take this free test and check your English speaking level. Not just English level, but your English speaking level. Hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another lesson of learning English with me. Well, today's lesson is all about checking your English level. Yes, English level is very important. Whether you are at A1, A2, B1, B2 or C1, C2 level of English, how to know about that? Knowing that particular level is extremely important so that you can plan your English improvement tasks accordingly. How to do it? Today I'm going to tell you a free test that you can take. Take this test and check your level of English with an absolutely free app. And the results are amazing. So are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not forget to miss out on any lesson that I post for you on the channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Now coming back to today's lesson, that is, check your English level. Test your English with this free app. So I'm going to give you the demo, how to access the app, what is this particular app, how you can take up the particular tests, the questions, the levels, everything. I'm going to give you the complete demo so that you can test your English and you can check your English level. So checking English level is very important. And what is this particular app? Well, this app is by the University of Cambridge, a research project. Yes, it's an app that is given to you by the University of Cambridge, UK. That means totally trustable. That means the kind of result you'll get after completing the test is going to be accurate. So let's begin with the demo now. I'm going to give you the demo and explain everything with it. So I'm going to access it on my laptop. You can access it on your mobile phones, and I'm going to access it through the website. You can also access the website of this particular app. So it's available in the form of a website, and I'm gonna open it for you. So let's begin with it. Okay, so as you can see, here is the website, and the name of the website is Speak and Improve. Now we have done the English speaking practice with this app. If you remember, this is the lesson where you can go and check out how you can do your English speaking practice. You get an English speaking partner for free, an AI robot on this particular website, and here is the video. You need to go check out this particular video. So when you will check it out, you'll know how to practice English speaking. Now in today's lesson, we are going to test our English, check our English level. So it's all about your speaking, your understanding of English. What you have to do is you have to sign in. Now, I'm already signed in. Practice a speaking skill? No, today we are not gonna practice a speaking skill. Instead, we will be practice taking a complete test. Yes, we'll be completing a test. Now, taking longer tests help you to prepare for exams. If you are preparing for any kind of exam, these tests can help you for that too. Amazing, wonderful. So if you're preparing for IELTS exam, if you're preparing for TOEFL exam, if you're preparing for any Cambridge, that is CAE exams, again, this test is amazing way to practice and test your English skills. Okay, now there are total 5 sections. 5 sections, and you must start with the section number 1. Do not jump on any other section. Directly jumping on any other section is kind of hazardous. So section number 1. Let's start with it. So test number 1 is Part 1, answer questions about yourself. Part 2 is going to be read aloud. Okay, read aloud, something that I love a lot, and you get a lot of lessons on read aloud on our channel too. So look how important is read aloud, that it is also included in this particular test. Give a presentation about something personal, give advice or make a recommendation. Part 5 is going to be answer questions about a topic. So let's start with the test now. Okay, this is the test overview. Answer questions about yourself. You will hear 8 questions. Listen to each question, then answer. For question number 1 to 4, you have 10 seconds. And for question 5 to 8, you will have 20 seconds to answer. So your answer must be completed in 10 seconds. And you have to frame your sentences accordingly. I'll be clicking here on listen.
What's your name?
So that's a very simple question. You can click here to record your answer. My name is Shivangi Gupta. Right? You can record it. And then let's listen to the question number 2.
How do you spell your family name?
So like this, you can take up a lot of questions. I'm going to jump to question number 8 now because I'm giving you the demo. I'm not taking up the test so that you can understand it better. Let's listen to the question number 8 because that is going to be the most difficult question because the level increases as we move forward. Okay, so we've reached the question number 8. Let's listen to it first.
Which languages would you most like to learn to speak in the future?
Which languages would you most like to speak in the future? Okay, so what kind of languages would I like to speak in the future? As you all know, I already know English, and apart from that, I know Spanish. So I would want to speak French, Italian, because I would love to explore the whole Europe. So it would be really handy if I can speak lots and lots of European languages. Let's answer the question then. You can press on record and record your answer because that is how this particular website, the app, the AI technology is going to test you, mark you, and give you your English speaking level, specifically English speaking level. I already know how to speak English, Spanish and Hindi. Apart from these 3 languages, I would love to learn French, Italian and Portuguese because Portuguese is similar to Spanish and I think I'll be able to learn it and speak it quite easily. So that is our answer. We can listen to it if we want once again if we click it here. I already know how to speak English, Spanish and Hindi. Apart from these 3 languages, I would love to learn French, Italian and Portuguese because Portuguese is similar. So you can listen to the whole answer, right? Okay, now you want to go to the section number 2. What you have to do is you have to just click here, check part. You have to click on this check part and you'll go to the section number 2 of this particular test. Remember, there are total 5 parts, 5 sections. So check part means you've completed this particular part. So once you're done, you can re-record, you can re-review, whatever you want to do. Once you're done with this particular section, you click on check part and you'll come to the section number 2. Now section number 2 is read aloud. You will see 8 sentences. You have 10 seconds to read and record each sentence. Okay. So let's see. Question number 1. All responses must be sent by the end of May. So this is our sentence and we have to read it out loud. Let's record. All responses must be sent by the end of the May. Okay, so I have spoken quite fast and we still have the time left, but yeah. So question number 2, you can see it's a bit longer and I'm going to skip it. Let's see question number 7. So that's a really long sentence there, question number 7, as you all can see. So we will try recording this one. Okay, so listen very carefully how I'm gonna record it. Anyone requiring a one-to-one appointment with Mr. Peterson should contact him 7 days in advance. And we had some time left too. So I was able to do this before 10 seconds. So you have to complete this in 10 seconds. And this will create a bit problem because you have to speak fast. 10 seconds is the time period in which this sentence can be spoken, and read aloud, you can do the read aloud comfortably. So if you are lagging behind, that means you have to speak fast. You have to cover up that particular time period that you're lacking. So that is why it's a test. Okay. So let's move on to the next part now. Check part and the next section. So you have to give a presentation about something personal. So there are no questions. You have to give a 1-minute presentation. You have to talk for 1 minute on a particular topic. That is all in this particular section. Section number 3 of the test. Talk about an interesting day you had recently. You should say when the day was, what you did on the day, why the day was interesting. Okay, that's a quite interesting question there. So you can talk about any day of yours. Okay, so you have to speak on this particular topic, talk about the day, a memorable day you just had recently. Okay, let's record our answers then. I had a very interesting day last week. I randomly decided to go watch a movie. It was quite a long time since I haven't watched a movie in theaters. So I decided to go and watch this recently released, quite famous movie. When I went there, I got to know that it was a house full. So what I decided was to go and do some shopping for myself. I went to my favorite store and bought a new dress for me. After that, I bought a ticket for the next available show. And luckily, I got a recliner seat. It was a great show, a great movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. What a great storyline. After watching the movie, I went to have dinner and I had some Italian for dinner, my favorite pasta. After that, I went home and relaxed for some time and planned for the next day. Oops! Oh my god. So I was talking for more than 1 minute. It happens. Sometimes it happens. You'll be so lost in talking about that particular event that you will not even realize that 1 minute went by. A lot of times you might struggle to speak for 1 minute. So it's how you manage your time. I had so much to speak and I could have spoken even more. And now I check that the time is up. Anyways, it's okay. Even if the time is up, that means I was able to speak for 1 minute. The task is to at least speak for 1 minute. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. Okay, so this part 4 is quite amazing. I can see some amazing visuals over here. What you have to do is you have to give 1 minute presentation again. You have to talk for 1 minute about this visual information. So you have to prepare your answer and then speak for 1 minute, and you'll be able to see the visual information continuously while you record. The question is, your English speaking friend wants to start learning how to draw. This web page shows reviews of 3 different drawing classes. Leave a message for a friend recommending a drawing class and explaining why you think this drawing class is best. This is going to be quite interesting. So it's similar to what we did in the previous one, just a bit more up in the level, high up. It's a bit more difficult. So yeah, you have to prepare a lot for this one. You have to observe this visual information that is presented and then prepare your answer. Be very careful about what you're saying because this is not your day, your experience, random things. It's going to be very focused. You are supposed to talk about this particular thing that is represented here, that is given to you. So click on record and start recording. Speak for 60 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this one because we have already done how to speak for 1 minute. I want you to do this on your own because then you'll be influenced by my answer. I don't want that to happen. This is something that you should do on your own. Okay. Next part, part number 5. Last part is answer questions about a topic. So you will be given a topic, that is, a reporter from a local magazine is writing about how people learn. He wants to find out your opinion about the best way to learn, right? Best way to learn. Attending classes, internet research. So these are the 5 topics here, and you have to listen to the question and then answer.
Some people say going to classes is the best way to learn. What do you think?
So as you can see, the question is not given anywhere on the screen. So this is not just testing your speaking skills, but testing your listening skills too. You have to listen to the question carefully, right? So listen once again.
Some people say going to classes is the best way to learn. What do you think?
Okay, so going to classes is the best way to learn. What do you think? So you all can record your answers over here, record and check your answer. So in similar way, we'll be taking up all the questions. Okay, let's listen to the question number 4. I've skipped all the other questions.
How important do you think a teacher's personality is in helping people learn?
Okay, how important do you think a teacher's personality is in helping people learn? So obviously a teacher's personality matters a lot, because the more knowledgeable, experienced a teacher is, the more that person can give to his or her students, right? So that's very important, and yeah, it's an important thing. Okay, you can record your answers, whatever you think here, and then pause and move on to the next question. The last question is teaching in the future.
How might the ways people teach change in the future?
So how might the way people teach change in the future? This is something I'm going to record. Okay, so let me record this one for you. In the future, I think the more use of technology will be there in order to teach. AI will work as a teacher's assistant in preparing lessons, in helping maintaining the records, the planners, and it will help in education a lot. So this is how I think that teaching is going to change, because AI is growing and AI would help, and this app is again AI. Let's not forget, we are also using right now an AI application to check our English, to test our English. So this is how the future would look. According to me, teaching future would look. And you click on check part. So when you click on check part, you'll say you finished the test. Test 1, you finished the test. We are checking your answers now. So click on go to my feedback and check your level. So once you click on this go to my feedback, you'll be able to see what kind of review this particular site has for you. Because I've skipped so many answers, because I've skipped almost 80% of the test, I've skipped it. This will not give me any kind of result, because in order to get the result, you must take up each and every question of each and every part very seriously. So you must take every question with your utmost attention and do not skip any question. Otherwise, this will not produce any answer. Any answer. So because I skipped all the questions in test 1, it landed me on this page, that is test 2. You have to take up each and every question so that you can get your true level. On which level are you in your English speaking? So this is a speaking test, totally focused on speaking. A lot of times people are confused about their speaking. You take a variety of tests online and they tell you about your English level, like overall English level, your grammar level, your reading level, your writing level. But we never find a particular test which will tell us about our English speaking level. And this app tells you about your English speaking level. At which level you are, you can specifically test your English speaking skills. Isn't that amazing? Now, if you want, you can take more tests. I'm not gonna take test 2. That is it. That was the demo for today. So this was the demo. This was how you can take up the test on this website. Take this free test and check your English speaking level, not just English level, but your English speaking level, something that every English learner desires to know, that at which level are they in their speaking skills. So this will help you become fluent in English because you will know your weaknesses and your strengths, and then you'll be able to plan your learning journey accordingly. So go to this particular website and check your English and test your English. So that's it for today. That is it. That was the lesson. Now I'm gonna meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.